Hi, hey, YouTube, what's up, man? It's Joe D. How you guys doing, man? Hey, it's time for another beer review. This is the one that was sent to me very, very recently by a viewer. I really appreciate it. Out of Houston, Texas, St. Arnold Brewing, right? 2000. Whoops, these darn things got to pause it. The 2016 St. Arnold Brewing Pumpkinator, and it's an Imperial Pumpkin Stout. Okay, like I said, out of Houston, Texas. Okay, here's the label. Real good, all good. And there's the cap with St. Arnold and patron saint of breweries on there. There you go. There's the cap. Right now, I've had this beer out a little bit, so it was at a pretty chilled temperature, but now it's probably getting close to 50, not quite 50 right this minute. I would assume it's probably in the higher 40s. And this beer has a date on it of 9/29/16. Okay. Now I would assume that was the born on date. Open, okay. um, because the beer does it does come out. It's a seasonal brew, of course, and it comes out October 15th. So I would assume that that's a born on date. So we'll see. Okay. Um, I kind of want to. I'm kind of debating whether I should crack the beer. I'm gonna wait though. Let's go over. I was thinking about maybe I would actually crack it, see what it tastes like right now, and then let it, as we go through everything. But I'm just gonna wait. And so let's just cover everything really quick, and then go over it. So here's the website, starnold.com. Okay, and here's the Pumpkinator. But I really like their website. Of course, you go right into the website, no age barrier and all that stuff. They have tons of good information. Love the way their website is laid out. Whoops. Here we go. So this might make it easier for some to actually go through. Let me back it up a little more. It's not. There we go. That might make it easier for some people to see it. Pumpkinator is a big black, full of spice, full of flavor beer. Originally released in 2009 as Divine Reserve Series 9, it is an Imperial Pumpkin Stout and our answer to how a pumpkin beer ought to taste. It is brewed with a combination of pale two-row caramel and black malt, Cascade and Liberty hops for a background hop flavor, pumpkin for a rich mouthfeel, molasses, brown sugar, spices, and dry spice to make it feel like you just walked into your mom's kitchen while she was cooking 37 pumpkin pies. It is the most expensive beer we have brewed. A single batch of Pumpkinator will be released around every October 15th. It is available, and it's a single batch too, so it's a pretty limited seasonal beer. It is available in 22-ounce bottles and on draft. This beer, and they tell you the temperature. I like when breweries do that. This beer is best enjoyed at 50 degrees or warmer to bring out the spices and round body. Personally, we have found it to be the perfect end to Thanksgiving meal. From a flavor standpoint, some have said it makes relatives more enjoyable too. Okay, you've got IBUs of 34 and an alcohol of 11. Okay, and I like how some breweries is doing this now on their website. They're showing you the maltiness on a scale here, so you get a graph to kind of show you really malty, not that hoppy at all. 34 IBUs shows you that, but sometimes that's not always a good barrier. So these graphs are really good. And the body is, so it's really big on the malt. If you get like a malty beer like that, chances are, not every time, not everything's, everything, it's not, you know, uh, guaranteed, right? But chances are you get a malty beer like this, you're going to get something with a lot of body as well. Um, what I like though is they have this little trivia, and where up here it said cooking 37 pumpkin pies, you're going to see the relevance of that. In their trivia, it debuted in October of 2011. Okay, and at the bottom here, with the amount of pumpkin used to make Pumpkinator, right? And they said it's made in single batches. We could have baked 437 pumpkin pies. So that's some pretty interesting little stuff right off of their website that I thought everybody might enjoy. Here it is from Beer Advocate, 149 reviews at the time of this review. Gets a 94, which is really good. They're showing the ABV at 10. We're going to go by what the website has because that's going to be more up to date. Pumpkinator has it at, Pumpkinator. Untapped has it at 11% ABV and 34 IBUs as well. 4.19 for 3,068 ratings. None by me, of course, until right now. This is logged into my account, and I am Joe_D on Untapped if you want to friend me. And of course, they have the same description as what's on the website. 3,793 total ratings at the time of this review as well, for but a really good rating on what you call it, Untapped. It's right in front of my face and I still can't think of it. I've finally unpacked all my beer glasses. Okay, so you're gonna start seeing some, those of you that have been watching for a while, you're gonna start seeing some glasses you haven't seen in years. Okay, this is one of them. This was sent to me, and I'm pretty sure it was sent to me by somebody. But yeah, here this one is. This is one of my favorites too. It's the Dogfish Head glass. I think it's their classic glass. I don't know how many glasses they have now, but that's what we'll be reviewing it in. Probably should have picked something with a little bit wider mouth because this is pretty narrow, but I like the glass, so screw it. All right, I'm going to be using the Ace of Cards opener that you saw we get from that beer cooler, which is, I really like this opener, man. This opener is cool. So here we go, man. I'm trying to stall a little bit because I do want it to make, want to make sure this beer is a little closer to 50. So here we go. Let's see if we get smoke in any case. Oh, yeah! Did you see that? Yeah! Hey, Texas does it big, right? Did you see that smoke? That was sick. Look at them still pouring smoke. Oh, dude, that was some epic smoke right there, man. That's got to be one of the best smokes ever. One of them. If I had to rate smoke, that was it, man. That's how you should do smoke right there. Let me see. Let me take a quick picture really fast, okay? Because I sometimes I forget to. All right, so I want to make sure to just take a quick snapshot, get this out of the way. All right, let me get my little mouse pad out of the way. All right, okay, picture taken. There we are. Now we'll finish the review. Okay, on the inside of the cap you have beer. I like that, man. Little messages from the brewery. I like that. You know what I'm saying? And right away, okay, we are gonna just check the nose on this, and right away you get the spices, you get that brown sugar, that molasses kind of sweetness, that breadiness from the malts. Yeah, you get all that. It's just I even get like a little bit of a probably because it's a big beer too. But I even get a little bit of that, like kind of dried fruit a little bit. You can definitely smell that. It's definitely a weighty beer too. This is kind of a heavier glass. This is almost the wrong glass for this because it is a little bit of a this. You see the bottom of this? It's a real heavy bottom, so it's a little hard for me to tell if it's kind of weighty. I'll leave that part out. Oh man, it smells fantastic. I'm gonna sip this one at first. I want to. Oh, how do you describe that mouthfeel? Because it's like really creamy and really It's really that you're getting that nice pumpkin, but it's not a super sweet pumpkin. It's definitely more pumpkin pie-ish, you know. Mm. The alcohol's there, but it's not super hot or anything like that. It's not. It's definitely in the front. The alcohol's definitely right there in the front. But it finishes nice and I think it's kind of dry-ish. You know what I'm saying? Mm. It's really good, man. This is fantastic. Let's get a little more just to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a little more just to. Yeah, because I was a little parched. Didn't you tell? I was having to clear my throat a lot. Mm. God, if you can't tell now by now, this is two thumbs, baby. Bing, 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 bing. This is good, man. This is fantastic. Oh man, thank you so much for sending this one. It's fantastic. It's a big beer for sure. So if you don't like, some alcohol up front, it's not overbearing by any means, but if you don't like a big beer and that big beer taste, which means the alcohol taste, you're probably going to want to stay away. This is probably for someone that's a little bit more of a seasoned person into craft beer or dark beers, as some would like to say. Not necessarily going to be for everybody. I can see that already. Mm. If you can see how I'm taking it kind of easy on this one. And in a way, the smaller rim is good for that because it does force you to kind of sip it instead of kind of guzzle it like I normally like to do. So in a way, it's a good glass, and in a way, it's not. As far as trying to get a feel for the body of it, a little challenging because of the weight of the bottom. But I love the glass. Don't you just love that dogfish head glass? It's cool. Mm. Already you can kind of feel it warming you up. You know what I'm saying? That 11%, you can feel it kind of warming you up. Really love it though, man. This is a fantastic beer. I would definitely recommend it if you can find this in your area. The Pumpkinator, 2016, St. Arnold. God, I would recommend this for sure. Definite must buy. And since it only comes in bombers, I don't know, maybe you buy two of them. You know what I'm saying? Definite. If you gotta have one, you gotta have two beer, man. Uh, two. Yeah, I don't know if you can necessarily get. You probably just get one bomber and you're good. Because 11%. Yeah, no charge. You're gonna be feeling pretty good anyway, right? Thank you guys for watching, man. I appreciate everybody's support. And I was rewatching that Cubs 10th inning, man, because believe it or not, I had heard it twice. I hadn't even seen it until right now when I was researching for this review. And how exciting was that, man? It was just so exciting to rewatch it again. Again, I'm not a Cubs fan. I'm a diehard Dodger fan. Well, I like the Dodgers. I don't know all the players. I couldn't tell you all the players, but I like the Dodgers a lot. And it's exciting again. It was exciting again to watch it. You know what I'm saying? It was, even though I knew what happened this time, it was fun just to watch it. For me, for the first time, I had heard it a couple times. I got to actually watch it to the seventh inning. Then I had to go to work. And then from work, I listened to it. And like I said, I listened to it a couple times. So it was pretty exciting. So congratulations to the Cubs again. If you haven't heard me say it already, man, I mean, that was one of the best game sevens I've ever seen in my life. I just can't remember one that was better than that. And I know that it's super current. I don't want to get all into that. But man, that was fantastic. As a sports addict, I love it. You know what I'm saying? It's fantastic. Anyway, peace out, man. Enjoy your beers in a glass. Okay. Cheers, man. Thank you.